And a good evening to you all. Welcome inside Jack Couch Park. I hear there's a big game happening tonight. Yes, indeed. We got a big one for you, folks. The Kitchener Panthers and the Welland Jackfish here in IBL action. The lone Monday night game here in the IBL. My name is Mark Pare. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. Again, the Jackfish looking for their 10th win in a row. That's the big story for them. They have been red hot since starting the season, 3-3 on the year. Now sitting at 12-3 atop the IBL standings. The defending champions really finding their stride over the last month. 12-3 record, a 7-5 victory over the Toronto Maple Leafs back on Saturday. And of course, before that, a home-and-home sweep of the Guelph Royals. For the Kitchener Panthers, meantime, they're at the opposite end of the spectrum, if you will. 4-12 record, although they are coming off a victory, snapping a 3-game losing skid against the Guelph Royals just yesterday afternoon. A 6-3 victory in that one. Dakota Parsons looking excellent in that one. A couple of home runs from Raul Gonzalez, who has been really heating up as of late as well for the Panthers. He's been swinging the hot bat. You have Nick Parsons as well, who hit a home run yesterday. It was back-to-back jacks really for Gonzalez and Parsons that really helped them catapult in and get the victory. Of course, you had Guelph taking the lead in that one, 3-2 off a home run from J.D. Williams, but those 2 home runs in a row giving the Panthers the lead that they would not relinquish. For the Welland Jackfish, as I just discussed, a 7-5 victory over the Toronto Maple Leafs on Saturday. Brandon Markland in that one going just the 4 innings. They took an early 3-0 lead in that one in the first and rode that as part of the victory. Of course, we know by now the speed factor that the Welland Jackfish do employ. Of course, they steal bases really like I steal candy. It's really something to behold. They are very aggressive on the base path, and that'll be something that the Panthers will have to watch out for, among other things. Of course, this is the defending IBL championship team that they are contending with here on a Monday night. Let's take a look at the starters now for the Kitchener Panthers, and you see the name in the second hole, Tyler Henriquez, making his return into a Panthers uniform, just coming back from university ball. Blake Jacklin, of course, at the top of the heap in the leadoff spot. Jet Jarvis is the designated hitter for tonight. Usually you see him in the outfield, but employing his services in left field tonight will be Eric Martin. Of course, a big hitter, a outfield kind of a work, not necessarily a work in progress, but being able to slot in guys on a regular basis. Of course, Spencer Voisin was out in left field yesterday against the Guelph Royals. And of course, also you see in there Nick Parsons moving over to first base because of the addition of Henriquez. Henriquez takes a spot in short. Raul Gonzalez, you can really move into that infield. Of course, normally in the shortstop position, moves over into the hot corner. Let's take a look now at the Jackfish lineup, shall we? Gio Morello will lead things off in center field. Jake Sanford, who has been on a heater as of late, hits in 3 of his 4 outings since joining the organization, including a 4-for-4 day against the Maple Leafs. Steve Moretto, among the league leaders in home runs, gets his spot over at first base. Mateo Porcelato in there as well. Brandon Hupe, Tyler Dupuis, Dawson Wheat, and Ethan Hunt. It's really a murderer's row, if you will, 1 through 9. A lot of hot hitters. And, of course, when you're winning 9 straight games, you have 1 through 9 hitting the way they are. There's a reason why they've won 9 straight games. Ben Abram will take on Jose Vasquez on the hill. We are going to go to a quick break. When we come back, we will have some baseball for you at Jack Couch Park. Stay with us. This is Kitchener Panthers Baseball on YouTube.
Ross. Designated hitter number 23, Jet Jarvis. And pitching for your Panthers tonight, number 31, Jose Vasquez.
Oh, when it comes time to muck a mammoth meal, just dial up Domino's to rally a rip up the road and drop off a pair of piping pies. Counted as top pie. Everything about these beauties is top shelf from Z to A, eh? Domino's. Just send it, bud.
Testing 1, 2, 1, 2.
It's a new
4,
season of baseball,
5, 6,
and
7,
with that
8,
comes new
9,
merchandise in the Jack Couch Park merchandise tent and online store. make sure to check out our huge selection of new wearables to cheer on your team. We have replica jerseys, jackets, pullovers, hats, scarves, and blankets for those chilly evening games. Our shops have all different sizes to choose from, and we will try our best to fit you with Panthers authorized gear. Make sure to check us out at our merchandise tent at the front gate when you enter into the park, or visit our shop online at kitchenerpanthers.com and click on Shop. We want our fans to wear our gear proud and loud and cheer on your Panthers. At Heathwood Homes, tradition means a lot. The reputation for quality, service, and customer care are all part of Heathwood's tradition, and that has made them the most successful new home builder. Thousands of people are now proud to be living in a Heathwood home in one of their many outstanding communities, and you can too. Visit heathwood.com to learn more about their fabulous communities. With Heathwood, you'll be home at last.
And it's game time at Jack Couch Park, ladies and gentlemen. Glad you can join us on this Monday night under the sun. Not really any clouds in the sky, really, as the Panthers take on the red-hot Welland Jackfish. On the mound will be Jose Vasquez. He is making his third start of the season. He's been quite the strikeout artist. 26 strikeouts in 18 innings of work. He's got a 1-2 record. Of course, started the season as more of a starter, but has really found himself now into that reliever role. Says that he feels a little bit more comfortable in that reliever role, but with the way the schedule works, his services have been called upon here for this Monday night affair to lead things off for the Kitchener Panthers. Of course, of note, we know that he can go lengthy in ball games. We saw him put out a complete game effort against the London Majors earlier on this season. Just a big body from nearby Cambridge.
Leading off the top of the first for the Jack.
See what he can do here against the Jackfish. It's going to be a tough test, to say the very least, as Gio Morello will lead things off here for the Jackfish. Hitting .444 on the season, just his 5th game of the year. Of course, he's been around for quite some time, former Brantford Red Sox. We're getting ready here. Vasquez really making him wait. Guess they're trying to work for the signs, and first pitch not delivered as of yet, as Morello will step out of the batter's box calling for time. Be a chess match, if you will, between the two. And finally, the first pitch delivered at 7:35. We are underway here at Jack Couch. And that first pitch is a strike on Morello. The delivery, that one sent up high, all the way back and making the catch. No, he doesn't make the catch. Dropped out of the glove of Burnside. He'll throw it into the infield, and that is a double for Gio Morello.
Left fielder, number 13, Jake Sanford.
I'll wait for the official call there. It was a close play just in front of the warning track. Are they going to give him the double? It's going to be an error charged to the right fielder, Ryan Burnside. So Morello will get on base, but he will not be credited with the hit. This will bring up Jake Sanford. Chopper down the second base line, over to first in time, and they will get the out as Morello will advance over to third.
First baseman, number 15, Steve Moretto.
So at the very least, they move the runner. Welland will be thrilled with that at the very least. This will bring up Steve Moretto. Moretto, 6 home runs, 2 back of the league lead. Of course, that's held by Seth Strong. He's got 8 home runs with the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers. The delivery is going to be sent down the line, and it is also dropped. Into home comes Morello, and Steve Moretto tries in the first run of the ball game. It is 1-0 Welland, just like that.
Catcher, number 34, Robert Mullen.
A rough start here for Ryan Burnside out in right field. A couple of dropped balls. And they are going to give him the error. So Robert Mullen will come in. Mullen hitting .328 on the year. The delivery, that one's popped up and out of play. Of course, Mullen, a IBL MVP runner-up back in 2022. Of course, part of the London Majors IBL championship team a couple of seasons ago. Waits for that one. That's ball one. From Panama. Signed with the Oakland A's back in 2012. Got as high as AA ball in 2019. The 1-1, and that's in for a strike. One and two the count here on Mullen. Porchelato on deck. Vasquez really taking his time here in between pitches. That one inside. And Mullen had to get away from that one. Was led the IBL in 2022. The reason why he was an IBL MVP candidate a couple seasons ago. Led the IBL with a .405 average. Was really seeing the ball that year. Starting to see the ball a little bit more here. Chopper over to short. Grabbed up there by Henriquez. Over to first in time. And they will get Mullen over at first. Good job there by Tyler Henriquez coming back in.
Fielder number 10, Mateo Portolato.
So 2 outs on the inning. Mateo Porchelato. The right fielder for tonight. Hitting .375 on the year. You don't want him to get on base, folks, if you're a Kitchener Panthers fan. 12 for 12 on stolen bases. Number 1 in the IBL. Chopper over to second base. Fielded by Ross. Over to first in time. They'll get the out. But the Jackfish get one on board. It is 1-0 for the visitors after the top half of the inning. We'll be back after this. Stay with us.
When an impaired driver killed my brother DJ, my life changed forever. During the pandemic, all of our lives changed, and many of us turned to alcohol and drugs to cope. As life returns to normal, the increase in substance use from COVID has lingered, and some police services report an increase in impaired driving that caused heartbreak and devastation. Now, more than ever, we need your commitment to never drive impaired, and to encourage all of your family and friends to do the same. Together, we can save lives.
Welcome back to Kitchener Panthers baseball on YouTube. Ben Abram into the game here for the Welland Jackfish. Making his 5th start of the season, 37 strikeouts to 9 walks. Talk about a ratio. Of course, Abram has been racking up some awards so far this season. Just a guy that's been steady Eddie anytime he takes the hill. It's been through 29 and 2/3 innings of work. Has a complete game to his credit as well. Of course, that came back in against Toronto on May 25th, a 10-0 victory. He went all 9 innings, shutout baseball, gave up just 4 hits, struck out a season-high 11 in that game. But he'll have to contend with the Panthers, whose bats are, again, starting to heat up.
Leading off the bottom of the first for the Panthers.
But again, for the Panthers, on the other side of the coin, this is a big test for them. A big, big test indeed. Whereas Kitchener, it's been well documented, the struggles that this team has had this season. But seems like they found a bit of positivity in that win yesterday against Guelph. And there are some games where it's not necessarily that they're out of it early. They'll have a couple of bad innings that ends up turning into, blowouts, really. You have 5 runs against, 6 runs against in an inning, and those things just add up. The delivery to the plate, and that's going to be fouled away. It's been the same story with certain other teams that have had their share of struggles over the years. You look back at the Brantford Red Sox in the last few years that they've had. One of the common denominators has been, some of those rough innings that end up going the wrong way for them. That chopper is going to go over to first, and they'll get Jacqueline on the 3-1.
Shortstop.
So this brings up Tyler Henriquez.
Henriquez.
Resurrection secondary grad from our neck of the woods. We're number 10 here tonight. Of course, plays college ball over at Jacksonville University. In his 3rd IBL season, hit .351 in 12 games last year for Kitchener. The delivery from Abram right down Broadway for strike 1. Abram will get the sign here. Delivery to the plate, and that one just under the knees for ball 1. For Henriquez. Celebrated a birthday back on the 10th. Just turning 23 years of age. Swing and a miss for strike 2. There's a number of youth on the Panthers organization that have signed senior cards. Delivery, and that one just missed. Evens the count at 2-2. Of course, Abram was the pitcher of the week back in that game against Toronto. He earned the laurels based on that victory over Toronto. It was in week 2 of the IBL season. The delivery, chopper over to Abram. He'll field it over to first and in time. 2 away.
Third baseman, number 18, Raul Gonzalez.
So the pitcher getting a little bit of work here so far, as he's had to field it for both outs here so far. This will make way for Raul Gonzalez. As mentioned before, 2 home runs in yesterday's 6-3 win, bringing that average up to 234. The delivery, and that's going to go across for strike 1. A little bit lower than the belt, but still into the strike zone. Of course, Abram, a former San Diego Padres prospect. Chopper down the third base line, foul. Quickly they count 0-2. Of course, he was 37th round pick by the Padres was Abram. Declined and decided to go the college route instead. The delivery, and there's a strike. And Raul Gonzalez goes down on the K to end the inning. It was a 1-2-3 inning. We're through 1 here at Jack Couch. Stay with us. It's 1-0 Welland.
Leonard Thompson, 13 years old, diabetes mellitus, 65 pounds.
Starve the child to let them live. The treatment's as cruel as the disease. It's a death sentence.
Dr. Banting.
This could be it.
He's the first to receive this trial.
But will it save him? It's not pure enough. So we try again. And again. And again.
Before the discovery of insulin, diabetes was a death sentence. Banting, Best, Collip, and McLeod's breakthrough has saved millions of lives. Leonard Thompson's was the first.
Welcome back to Kitchener Panthers Baseball on YouTube. Mark Pare here in the broadcast booth here at Jack Couch Ballpark here in Kitchener. It's 1-0 Welland through 1 inning of play. Jose Vasquez delivering here early, but a couple of fielding errors by Ryan Burnside out in right field has resulted in a run crossing the plate for the Welland Jackfish. And again, it's mistakes you just can't afford to make against a team as high-powered as they are. Otherwise, Vasquez has been looking okay. 3 ground outs. 3 of the 5 batters he has faced have faced first pitch strikes.
DH21, Brandon Hoope.
So Brandon Hoope will come in here. Vasquez delivers, and that one just up high for ball 1. Of course, Hoope 2 for 6 with 4 RBI in his last 2 games. The delivery, and that one paints the outside corner for strike 1. Vasquez a little bit quicker with his pitches here in the second inning. It was a little bit more reserved and using up some time in the last inning. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Really dialing in with some heat there was Jose Vasquez. Hence the sign here. And that just missed. 2-2 the count. Of course, Hoope from North Delta, BC. Number of West Coast guys on this team. The delivery, swing and a miss for strike 3. First strikeout of the ball game for Jose Vasquez.
Tyler Dupuis.
This will bring up Tyler Dupuis, the shortstop. Of course, in his third IBL season, has spent his IBL career with the Jackfish organization. The delivery, there's a strike. Right down Broadway for strike 1. And you can credit Jose Vasquez here in the early going, not afraid to just go after it, go after hitters, and really challenge them with those strikes. That one outside for ball 1. Dupuis, of course, a golf management major at Methodist University in North Carolina. The delivery, that one in the dirt, 2-1. Of course, didn't play during the pandemic, spent some time in construction, actually broke his thumb, as that one's outside 3-1. Broke his thumb as he was getting another shot to play with Ottawa in the Frontier League a couple seasons ago. 3-1, that one well inside, and Dupuis will take his base.
Second baseman, number 20, Dawson Tweet.
So another base runner here for the Jackfish. Bringing up Dawson Tweet. Hits in 4 straight games. In fact, has hits in 12 of the 15 games he has appeared in this season. Tweet that. Quite the stat to put out there, that's for sure. Quite the stat. Deliver over at a first and not in time, and Dupuis stays on the bag. I guess it would be called X now. Thanks, Elon. The second baseman, wearing number 20 in green here tonight. The delivery, the runner's going to go over to second and on line, but it hits the runner. And unable to get a glove on that one was Henriquez. And there's that base running prowess of the Welland Jackfish. Another stolen base to their credit. 43 for 53 this season on stolen bases in this, their 16th game. So if you use the math, it's about 3 stolen bases a game on average. Of course, I'm just doing some rough math, if you will. A couple of looks over at second. The delivery outside, upstairs for ball 2. So Vasquez will have to look over his shoulder a little bit more with a runner in scoring position. Welland hitting .275 with runners in scoring position. Look over the second. The delivery. That one's cranked. Set up high. It is going deep, and it is gone. Dawson Tweet with a 2-run home run. Make it 3-0 Welland. A no-doubter to right center field. As they celebrate a 3-0 lead. That is a big home run in the early goings of this game. And for Tweet, in fact, just his first home run of the season. And the delivery outside, but it needs tossed inside just enough to get the strike call. Of course, Tweet in his first IBL season, so credit him his first IBL home run. Congratulations to him, as that one is fouled off by Ethan Hunt. So a little bit of early trouble here for Jose Vasquez. That one's upstairs. Ball 1. Ethan Hunt in his third IBL season. Well outside there for ball 2. And by the way, if you are thinking about that other game that is happening tonight, double screen it. You can listen to us, watch us, and have that other game on in the background. It's not an important game. The 2-2, that one's fouled off. Again, starting to get the makings of a lengthy at-bat here. Ethan Hunt really working for it. That one's over the head of Raul Gonzalez, and that'll be a base hit for Ethan Hunt.
Back to the top of the order, center fielder number 11, Gio Morello.
So the runner on base, we will have Gio Morello come up for the second time today. Reached on an error and later scored the opening run of the ball game. As mentioned, just the one home run on the year. 4 for 9 coming into today. Big time threat from Toronto. That one's knocked down the line and just foul. As mentioned, was with the Brantford Red Sox in 2019 and 2021. Was a first team All-Star in 2022 when he came over to the Jackfish. Was a second team All-Star in 2021 back when he was in the Telephone City. The delivery, that one's popped up. Playable here. Pare calls everybody off and he'll make the catch. That'll keep Hunt on first, and that'll bring up Jake Sanford. Former Yankees prospect, was picked in the 3rd round in 2019.
Jake Sanford.
Again, has been looking pretty strong since coming over. Spent the last 2 seasons with the Ottawa Titans in the Frontier League. That one sent down the line and foul. Of course, Welland coming into this game. Haven't seen action since Saturday. They were rained out on Friday. Delivery to the plate, that one just inside. Missing for ball 1. Yeah, that game in London on Friday went about an inning and a half before the torrential downpour hit Labatt Park. The delivery, that one just missing at the knees. Didn't get the call there, 2-1. Your umpires for this evening, Chris Walters is your crew chief. He's calling the balls and strikes. Joel Goom is over at first. Sean Schaefer is over at third. Throw over to first, not in time, and Ethan Hunt will stay aboard. And you kind of get the looks of where they get those jumps and trying to get those reads, and that one's cranked over the glove, and that gets popped by Ross and into the outfield. Strutting over to third is Ethan Hunt, and that is a base hit for Jake Sanford. 1 for 2 here tonight is Sanford.
First baseman number 15, Steve Moran.
And making hits in 4 of his last 5. As Ethan Hunt will go over to third base. There's 2 away, and looks like we're going to get a mound visit. As Ibarra and Vasquez will have a word. Looks like that's Scagnetti going out there. Again, Bill Matish getting suspended for 2 games. He's serving the second game here tonight. It was related to an incident back against Pare on the 20th of June. It was a 7-3 loss for the Panthers in that game. Since then, they lose 16-5 against Chatham-Kent last Friday. Of course, that was part of a back-to-back where they had a lot of travel. You go into Barrie on a Thursday night, you travel back to Kitchener, and then you travel all the way the other way near the Windsor, Essex area into Chatham-Kent for a game there on a Friday night. You come back and play a game at home. So a lot of kilometers on the wheels of the Panthers this weekend. That one right across Broadway for strike 1. And then on top of that, a cherry on top, you got to play Welland here at home on a Monday night. Of course, this is a makeup game for a rainout from earlier on this month. Steven Moretto, the batter, reached on an error the last time up. That one goes across. Just paints the corner for strike 2. From New Westminster, was a second-team All-Star last year, the runner-up for Rookie of the Year last season as well. Couple of looks over. That one just upstairs. Of course, Moretto spending 5 years at Sacramento State. That's Division I in the NCAA. Of course, dad, a former BC Lion, the linebacker, Rob Moretto. Of course, the CFL season getting underway a couple weeks back as well. And of course, Steve was a quarterback prospect himself, too. Back in 2016, decided to go the baseball route instead. Of course, has pitched in the Little League World Series back in 2012 for Canada. That one's a swing and a miss for strike 3. Second strikeout, and that will end the inning. But a home run from Dawson Tweet makes it 3-0 for the Jackfish. We are heading to the bottom of the second after this. Stay with us. Come pack the Jack this season. Always welcome to have you here at Jack Couch Park for the 2024 IBL season. Kitchener Panthers baseball. Get your tickets. KitchenerPanthers.com/tickets. You can get flex packs or single game tickets available. If you can't get it online,
Leading off the bottom of the second.
you can also buy at the gates when you come here to the ballpark. Love to have you here at Jack Couch Park this season, whether you're a Panthers fan, you're a Jackfish fan, or any other fan of just some good old-fashioned baseball. Eric Martin now the batter. So we start the bottom of the second. It's really developed a reputation in such a short amount of time As that one's set down the line. That's a fair ball down the right field line. Martin circles around to second. That got all the way to the fence. Martin has a chance for 3. He's going to get there easily standing up. Martin slides in for a triple. Eric Martin hit that one in the perfect spot. And I mean perfect, because triples are rare here at Jack Couch. Eric Martin, the left fielder. Talk about hurry hard in the game of curling. That one hurried down the right field line in a hurry. That'll bring up Nick Parsons with a man aboard, just 90 feet away. And that'll cross for strike 1. Abram gets the sign, gets the delivery, but that's just going to miss for ball 1. Of course, Parsons hit a home run yesterday. The delivery, swing and a miss for strike 2. Parsons hitting .268 on the year. Yesterday's home run, just his second on the campaign. Of course, known for his home run hitting in college. The delivery, that one just fouled off. Keeps it at 1-2. Of course, Parsons, used primarily as a catcher in 2021, was used more as an infielder, outfielder, kind of platoon role last season. That one's gonna keep Parsons alive there. He was playing at the University of St. Francis this past season. The delivery, that one right through the hole. Good job there by the shortstop. They'll get the scoop and they'll get the out. But 1 run will come in to score, and the Panthers are on the board.
Pitcher number 48, Junior Pare.
A good job there by Tyler Dupuis. And, I've seen that a number of times from him. Just some spectacular defense. Welland, very well known for their offense and just the way they're able to, move around the bases, play that small ball, hit that long ball, be aggressive on the base path. But that speed really comes into play on the defensive side of the ball as well, where they're able to make some great plays in the infield. They can track balls in the outfield. So 3-1 is the score. That one's going to hit Ibarra. You saw him cringe after that hit him. So he's going to take the base.
Right fielder number 55, Ryan Burnside.
If you're Ryan Burnside here, you're probably thinking to yourself, a couple of errors in the first. You really want to try and make amends. You just can't be too aggressive here. But at the same time, too, Burnside on the offensive side of the ball, hitting 182, but it's been timely hits from him. Been in 11 games, 6 for 33, has a home run to his credit. Swing and a miss for strike 1. And there's a time to be aggressive, and there's time to hold off on the ball a little bit. The delivery to the plate, that one's popped up. playable here, and the left fielder will get to it and make the catch.
Second baseman, number 5, Spencer Ross.
This will bring up Spencer Ross. Working second base tonight. Chopper to Dupuis. He'll field the ball over to second, and that'll do it. But the Panthers get one aboard. It's 3-1 Welland. We're through 2 here at Jack Couch. Stay with us.
At Mucho Burrito, the average order takes less than 6 minutes. Or does it? Our salsa. Those pickled onions. And the chicken. All so you can taste the time without having to take the time. Ooh, my carnitas are ready.
Welcome back to Kitchener Panthers Baseball on YouTube. Mark Pare taking you through the action here on a Monday night. Of course, another big game happening down stateside in Florida. Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final. So glad you can choose us and maybe double screen it. Have a Monday night party at the old household. Getting word also that 8 minutes before the game,
Robert Mullen.
Linus Ullmark to the Ottawa Senators in a deal. So we knew that Linus Ullmark was going to be on the outs in Boston. Jeremy Swayman taking over the #1 goaltending role there. The delivery, swing and a miss by Robert Mullen for strike 1. And that just really goes to show, and very similar to the Jackfish, really. He has just an embarrassment of riches. With the Boston Bruins, meantime, you have the embarrassment of riches in net in a position where you're not going to pay 2 #1s $6, $7, $8 million a year. Also doesn't help with development, as that one is popped up and out of play. When you have to develop goaltenders at the same time too, you want to give, guys that are, well, obviously with Ullmark, a Vezina trophy winning caliber goaltender. You don't want that sitting on the bench and just sitting on money. Try to spread the wealth, if you will, as that one goes just upstairs. 2-2 on Mullen. The delivery, that one's sent high and down the line. That'll go foul into the seats and out of play. Remains the 2-2 count here on Mullen. Still facing Jose Vasquez. A couple of strikeouts as last inning. Get the sign here from Pare. 2-2. That one's another rocket. It is in foul territory, and making the catch is Raul Gonzalez. But looks like it hit a stanchion on the way. Yeah, it hit the light post. So it did come back into the field of play. So that is not an out, folks. Although, good catch there by Gonzalez. That one well away from Pare. 3-2 count. It would have been an out if it was Rocket League. The 3-2. Chopper down the third base line. Gonzalez fields it over to first and in time. So they'll get Mullen on the 5-3.
Right fielder, number 10, Mateo Portolato.
And Robert Mullen has been retired both times he's been at the plate via the 5-3. Mateo Portolato, the right fielder, grounded out the second his last time up. Watches that one go across for strike one. Portolato a bit patient there. He'll take his pitches before he leans into one that he likes. Definitely a selective hitter. A patient hitter, as that one misses inside. 1-1. Reason why he's hitting .375. He's walked 7 times this year. And that one's through the gap and into center field, a base hit. And Portolato is aboard for the first time tonight.
Designated hitter number 21, Brandon Pare.
Like I said, selective hitter. Saw that pitch. It went right down Broadway. Made no mistake on that one, and now Hupe will come to the dish with the league leader in stolen bases over at first. So keeping an extra eye as that goes inside for ball one. We'll have to wonder when the jump is going to come there from Portolato. You know he's going to steal one. He's going to try to steal one at least. Swing and a miss. Evens the count at 1-1. Hupe struck out his last time up. Former West Coast leaguer. Played in Nanaimo. Throw over to first. Not in time. And keeping an eye on Portolato. Again, I talked about being a selective hitter. He's selective on the base path as well. He's got that speed and gets that jump at the right time. The delivery, there he goes. Throw over to second base, and that is offline. Portolato will get into second very safely. And a runner now in scoring position. And that is a rare, you don't want to say miscue from Pare. It's just a ball that was offline. And that's going to be cued down the first base line. Touching the bag there is Parsons. That'll record the second out of the inning, but that will advance the runner to third.
Shortstop, number 6, Tyler Dupuis.
You really couldn't knock that one more perfect down the line. It was a roller. No chance at rolling foul. That's one of those ones where you know with the speed that is on the base path, you got to make that play. You can't go for a hope and a prayer or a hoope and a prayer in that situation, as that one is going to be handled by Pare, keeps it in front of him. So Dupuis, the batter, walked and scored in the last inning. That one's downstairs for a 2-0 count. And Dupuis, one of the few on this Jackfish roster that is actually from the Niagara region. Was from St. Catharines. Really found himself at home. The 2-0, swing and a miss. But that's each team's prerogative. They make up their team the way they want to make up the team. If it results in a championship, it results in a championship. And that's exactly what happened with Welland a year ago. A championship roster. And looking strong out of the gate here again in 2024. Torchelato 90 feet away. The 3-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Vasquez just looking to dial in and try to wrap this batter up. The 3-2. That one's popped up and out of play. Into the seats. And Vasquez will look to try again here with the 3-2. That one's upstairs, and that's a walk. Runners on the corners here now for Dawson Tweet. And for the second time today, Dupuis reaches
number 20, Dawson Tweet,
on the free pass. And again, it's the MO for this Jackfish team. Get on board, be aggressive, play a little bit of small ball. If the long ball comes your way, go ahead and take it. Be aggressive. That one is put up high. It is playable in center field, and Jacqueline will make the catch to retire the Jackfish. 3-1, Welland. Heading to the bottom of the third here at Jack Couch. Stay with us.
Hey, Mr. Ricky.
Boys, I want you to meet someone. Outstanding athlete, the former second lieutenant in the United States Army, and your new second baseman, Jackie Robinson.
Hi, gentlemen.
Et maintenant, va tomber pour you. And now batting for the Royals, le deuxième but, the second baseman, Jackie Robinson. Quatrième manche, fourth inning.
Record numbers of cheering Montrealers helped Jackie Robinson break baseball's color bar that year. He never forgot the city, but launched his journey to baseball's Hall of Fame.
Welcome back to Jack Couch Park here in Kitchener. Glad you can join us on this Monday night. 3-1 Jackfish as we head to the bottom half of the third inning. And it'll be Jet Jarvis, Blake Jacklin, and Tyler Henriquez due up here for the Kitchener Panthers.
For your Kitchener Panthers, designated hitter number 23, Jet.
As we take a look now at the defense that is set up here for the Jackfish, you see Sanford, Morello, and Porchelato from left to right in the outfield. Hunt, Dupuis, Tweet, and Moretto in the infield, and Robert Mullen catching the balls and strikes from Ben Abram. Chopper gets over the head of Abram, and Dupuis does not have a play. Try to get it on the one hop. Looked like he was trying to barehand it, but
back to the top of the order, center fielder.
Just like that, Jarvis
Blake Jacklin
is aboard to lead things off. And there's a strike on Blake Jacklin. Retired on the 3-1 back in the first. And has been a strong player for this Panthers team since coming back from East Tennessee State. Throw over to first, not in time. Hitting .273. This is his 7th game on the year. The delivery from Abram well outside, 1-1. And you want to talk about aggressive base running. Of course, you'll look at the Welland Jackfish, but you also look at guys on this Kitchener roster. Of course, last season, a big improvement on the base path. Bill Matish, a little bit more aggressive. That one's knocked down, scooped up by the first baseman. And touching the bag there is Steve Moretto. One away.
Shortstop, number 10, Tyler Henriquez.
As again, a marked improvement for the Panthers. And you think back to 2022, I believe they only had 30 stolen base attempts all season long. Right now, 20 for 26 coming into tonight. Definitely something that changed when Bill Matish came on board for this ball club. As their strike one on Henriquez. And Jarvis and Jacklin was a big part of that too. And of course, Jarvis ended up moving into that 9 spot. Started the year as the leadoff guy. And that one goes across for strike number 2. While Blake Jacklin was out at school, that was Jarvis's spot, but being able to kind of slot back into that faux leadoff role in the 9 hole. Now he's over at second with Jacklin. Looking to drive him in. Runner in scoring position here. Abram, a couple of looks over at him. That one's upstairs. Or rather, it was Jacklin that was just retired. My apologies. Henriquez trying to drive him in. Raul Gonzalez on deck. Abram, a couple of looks over at Jarvis, really keeping an eye on him. Chopper and Henriquez got a piece of it to stay alive. 3-1 Welland, your score. Glad you can join us. Bottom of the third here at Jack Couch. The flag is a fluttering in dead center, and it's fluttering out of the ballpark. chopper, and that one's fouled back. Henriquez still staying alive. And again, that flag out in center field. The way it's fluttering out, it was doing that yesterday. Had a couple home runs carried out by the conditions. The delivery, chopped. Did he get a piece of it? No, he did not. That's a strikeout. Second strikeout of the game for Ben Abram.
Third baseman number 18, Raul Gonzalez.
As we get set for Raul Gonzalez, Florida taking a 1-0 lead in Game 7. Carter Verhaeghe. I mentioned him as that one goes downstairs for ball one. Of course, a former Niagara Ice Dog, Carter Verhaeghe, getting the Florida Panthers on board. Very timely with the Niagara region-based Welland Jackfish in town here tonight. Couple looks over, the 1-0. That one's popped up. Playable, no, is going to land in the seats and just about 3 feet away from a fan wearing I believe that's a shark on her head. Yes, indeed. Some unique headwear, to say the very least. She got out of the way. That's good to see. It was the 1-1 to Gonzalez. That one downstairs, ball two. Gonzalez gets on. Eric Martin is in the on-deck circle here. The 2-1, chopper down the first base line, but that is well foul. But Gonzalez decided, I want to go for a run anyway. And after catching his breath, Gonzalez is going to have to go back into the batter's box here. He's taking a long trot this way. This ain't going to make the IBL brass too thrilled. When you talk about trying to cut down on the amount of time in games, and he's just going to have a smile about it. You got to love it, folks. I joke around about the time for games, but we've had a really good weekend when it comes to times for ball games. Couple of checks over. That one just missing on the outside. Full count here on Gonzalez. And again, just keeping an eye on the guy, and that's a strikeout on Gonzalez to end the inning. We're through 3 here at Jack Couch. It's 3-1 Welland.
Our grandfather started this business in 1925, immigrant who came to Canada with nothing, building up his first store. My father took over the business in 1970. After he retired, my brother and I expanded it to additional markets.
We have memories of being kids playing in the Teppermans of 1975 and 1976. We are so much more than that today, and we are still fundamentally exactly the same thing. This is more than just retail. At Teppermans, our values are a commitment to people, our team, our customers, commitment to environmental sustainability.
But the heart of our business is family. The furniture in your home really does form and define your experiences and your memories.
The things we sell makes a house a home. Those are the moments that bring people together.
It's about honoring the old school values of Nate Tepperman and Bill Tepperman, and really looking to inspiring the future generations of our customers.
Welcome back to Kitchener Panthers baseball on YouTube. My name is Mark Pare. Glad you can join us here on this Monday night. An update in Game 7 of the Cup Final. It's 1-1. The Oilers have tied the game. You know, that one's going to go down to the wire.
For the Jackfish, third baseman, number 9, Ethan Hunt.
So this will bring up Ethan Hunt to lead things off here in the fourth. Panthers got a run back in the last inning as a chopper down to first base is going to be grabbed up there by Parsons, and they'll record the out
Back to the top of the order, center fielder
on Ethan Hunt.
Gio Morello.
Trying to get all my statistics back and running here. Of course, Gonzalez went down swinging to end the last inning. Couple of strikeouts in the last inning there for Ben Abram. Vasquez has been racking up a couple of Ks here in this one as well. The delivery, that one right down Broadway for strike one. That one right past Vasquez. That will get into the outfield, a base hit for Gio Morello.
Left fielder, number 13, Jake Sanford.
So this will bring up Jake Sanford. Apologies for the technical difficulties. We've got a short bench here tonight in the broadcast booth. Glad you can join us for some baseball nonetheless. That one well outside for ball one on Sanford. Hit a single in the second. Up to 66 pitches is Mr. Vasquez. Number 67 will go outside the zone, 2-0. Vasquez will get set up here again. The delivery outside, and you saw Ibarra jump up there as Morello looked like he was starting to trot over. But a good jump there from the Panthers catcher to be in a good position there. The 3-0. Chopper down the first base line, grabbed there by Parsons, and the throw over to second, not in time. So they will retire Sanford, or will they? It was a foul ball. Looked like the umpire had made a signal there for a moment, but so Morello will go back to first. A 3-1 count. After all of that. Throw over to first, and I don't want to say that was lackadaisical, but that one you can kind of tell that he was thinking about going over to first immediately. Vasquez to the plate. That one knocked down the left field line, foul. Puts the count full at 3-2. Sanford again, 7 for 17. Here this season. A couple RBIs to his credit. Runner's going to go, and that's popped up. Playable there, shallow left field, and that's going to drop. Sanford gets on base. Martin took a tumble there. That would have been a fantastic play if he was able to get to it. It kind of went into that Bermuda Triangle kind of look with 3 Panthers players going into the vicinity. But Sanford will get on base. So that means runners are on first and second. That'll bring up Steve Moretto. Leads the team in long bombs. That would really put this game to another level if he can hit one. And that's going to be lost there by Ibarra. Both runners will advance. Ibarra couldn't control that one. Waiting for the official call. And they're going to say it is a wild pitch. So both runners will advance on the wild pitch from Vasquez. Saying that he didn't get a glove on it. Now you're having a conversation here between the umpires. It looks like that's Sean Schaefer and Chris Walters. Just having a quick convo. So nothing from all of that. Moretto will step in here. Reached on an error in the first, struck out in the second. Delivery to the plate, swing and a miss. Strike one. Again, Moretto, the BC native, holds off on that, but the appeal to the umpire, you can see in the screen there, you see the signal saying he didn't go around, so counts 2-1. Sun starting to set here on a Monday night. Delivery, that one's popped up, but it'll go well out of play. Lookouts. 2-2 count here. Of course, Moretto, Porchelato, two of them teammates in minor baseball, grew up together. Now playing together here for the Jackfish. The 2-2. That one down into the dirt. Good job there by Ibarra to keep that in front of him. As mentioned, hitting .262 this season. As that one is straight over to third. A laser. Over to the third base side, and a good play by Gonzalez. So this will bring up Robert Mullen, 0 for 2 tonight. So I get the air quotes of laser here in the broadcast booth. It looks like another mound visit here for Jose Vasquez. And this is the interesting part too, folks. When you have a guy like Vasquez, yes, you know he can start. Yes, you know you can get a whole lot of innings from him. But now you're trying to convert him into more of a long innings guy in the middle of a game coming out of the bullpen. You have to try and find that balance, if you will. How long do you keep him in here? Of course, you got a few games, a few days off before you go Thursday, Friday, Saturday this upcoming week. Couple of games on the road included. Panthers not playing on Canada Day Monday next week. Runners on second and third for Mullen. Swing and a miss for strike one. Of course, Kitchener will host Chatham-Kent on Thursday. I believe that's the season series finale between those two teams. Brantford on Friday. In Brantford, an 8 p.m. start. And there's a strike. So 0-2 is the count. So again, in against Chatham-Kent here at home on Thursday, in Brantford on Friday, in Guelph on Saturday. That'll wrap up the weekend. So that one goes well outside 1-2. Of course, the season series finale against the Barnstormers will be next Thursday, July 4th. Vasquez gets the sign. Chopper, that one goes right into the right field side, and one run will come in to score. Here comes another one. Make it 5-1 Jackfish. A 2-run single from Robert Mullen.
Right fielder, number 10, Mateo Portolato.
So this will bring up Mateo Portolato. So again, Robert Mullen doing a bit of damage here against the Panthers. The delivery, swing, and a bit of half swing there, but definitely went around for strike one. Of course, this is the second of 5 meetings between these two teams. Welland won 11-5 in Welland back on June 8th. They'll meet again July 28th. A couple of dates in August as well. I believe a home and home on August 4th here at Jack Couch in Welland, August 8th. You can see the links in the description for all of the different IBL teams. If you want to like and subscribe each and every one of them, you can't miss any of the action here in the IBL this season. Definitely glad to have you aboard. All 125 of you watching. Glad to have you. The delivery inside 2-1 or 2-2. Vasquez again, the sign. That one well inside, 3-2. Portolato, 1 for 2 tonight. It's a stolen base, was stranded in the third. Runner's going to go, and Porchelato will just be issued the free pass anyway. So Robert Mullen will get over to second base. Porchelato reaches on the base on balls. And now another conversation coming up here. And it looks like we're going to get a new pitcher into this game. We'll see what we have. Yes, the ball is handed over. That is it for Jose Vasquez. New pitcher coming into the ball game when we come back. Stay with us. This is Kitchener Panthers Baseball on YouTube. Brett Reed into the ball game here for the Kitchener Panthers, making his 6th appearance of the season. Welcome back here to Kitchener Panthers Baseball on YouTube. See the warm-up pitches delivered here from number 51. A 16.71 ERA, yes, a little bit inflated, has faced 11 hitters, has, really that number becomes a little bit more inflated thanks to that game against the Guelph Royals back on May 19th. He went 2 innings in that one. It was a 27-6 loss. I believe it was the 3rd game of the season.
Number 21, Brandon Pare.
Gave up 9 runs on 6 hits. Walked 3 in that game. But since then, his numbers have really, started to improve. Those numbers have really, really dropped. So looking to do a little bit more here to get that ERA down and get a bit more action. Again, we know he is a capable pitcher in this league. Starting to turn more into that reliever where he's a bit more comfortable. Very similar to Jose Vasquez in that sense. Vasquez started as a starter here this season, much like Brett Reed did back in 2022. Started in 10 games that year. The delivery well in, but catches a bit of the plate for strike 1. Was started in a couple of games, appeared in 16 overall, did Reed in 2023. It's not always about the numbers, folks. You get some of those season numbers. You see you have one game that could be a bit more inflated, and all of a sudden you're in a situation where you look at the numbers and you say, whoa, what happened? Well, it's that one game that happened early on and doesn't really paint the whole picture, if you will. There's the 2-1. Oh, and downstairs, 3-1. The runners did advance on a balk. That's why you're seeing them at second and third. Delivery, swing and a miss for strike 2. So a 3-2 count with 2 away here. Brett Reed looking to get out of a jam here. The delivery, that one knocked down the line. That is just foul. Brandon Hoope, 0 for 2 here tonight. Strikeout. Rounded out. Straight to the first baseman. Mullen on third, Portolato on second. The delivery. Chopper over to Henriquez. Henriquez bobbles it, gets it, and just puts it into the ground, and that will be a throwing error on Henriquez. And Robert Mullen will come in to score, make it 6-1.
Shortstop, number 6, Tyler Dupuis.
So Mullen makes it home. Portolato over to third. And that right there was on the bobble for Henriquez over at short. Just couldn't get a full handle of it. And into the dirt it goes. Keeping it in front of him there was Junior Ibarra. Brett Reed gets set. Throw over to first and not in time. Keeping Hoope true over at first base. Tyler Dupuis, the batter, has walked twice here tonight. Like Walters was swatting at a mosquito there for a second. The delivery down 2-0 counts. And Dupuis, 28 years of age, will be 29 coming up on September 15th. That one, another one into the dirt. Reed having trouble finding the strike zone, but over to second base it goes, and they get him. Ibarra with the bobble. Hoope smelled blood, but Ibarra says, "Oh, no, I'm going to throw you out, good sir." 6-1 is your score. We're heading to the bottom of the fourth here at Jack Couch. Stay with us.
Windows and doors are probably, I think, the most important element that goes in your home because it's the only element that is equally as important from the exterior as it is from the inside. It's the eyes, the nose, and the ears, and the mouth of the house. It's the personality. When you look at windows and doors, like the Europeans do, they're very, very sophisticated products because they've understood for a long time just how critically important good windows and doors and good design is.
Welcome back to Kitchener Panthers Baseball on YouTube. Come down to Jack Couch Park, help pack the Jack this season. Tickets are available online. Single game tickets and flex packs are available. KitchenerPanthers.com/tickets, the place to go to get your ticket to some Kitchener Panthers baseball. Bottom of the fourth. Here on a Monday night, 6-1, the Jackfish leading. And there's a strike issued to Eric Martin. Martin, last time up, hit a triple. Still taking on Ben Abram. Ball and a strike. Here on number 67 in those cream-colored jerseys. Livery, that one is popped up. Playable, shallow left, and over to make the catch is Sanford.
First baseman number 88, Nick Parsons.
We'll bring up Nick Parsons. Working first base here tonight. Grounded out to short his last time up. And Nick Parsons from nearby St. Jacobs. That one well outside for ball one. Quite the farmer's market they have in St. Jacobs. Definitely find yourself in Waterloo region. Definitely check out that farmer's market and check out that one. I think that one's going to hit the roof of the farmer's market. Nick Parsons launches one to left field. That is a home run in back-to-back games for Nick Parsons. Make it 6-2.
Catcher number 48.
Nick Parsons got all of that one. And there's that home run power I was telling you about earlier, folks. You saw it a bit in spurts. Here's this season, of course, playing his college ball, I believe 19 home runs. One of the better Canadian players in the NJCAA. Laurier Golden Hawk as well. Playing a lot of his time here at this field here before heading down south. So 6-2 is your score here now. Junior Ibarra takes one inside. Quickly the count reaching 3-0. And is that the catalyst for a possible rally here for the Panthers? Abram, the delivery, chopper, over, gets past a diving Hunt, and into left field it goes, and a base hit for the Cuban catcher Ibarra. Got the green light on a 3-0.
Right fielder number 55, Ryan Burnside.
That's back-to-back hits. And just a quick conversation there on the hill between Abram and Mullen. Figure out how they want to tackle this next guy. Of course, for Welland, after tonight, not in action again until Friday night. They'll be in Hamilton to take on the Cardinals, the 7:35 first pitch. They'll host Barre on Saturday evening, a 6:05. Chatham-Kent on Sunday. They'll visit Chatham-Kent, I should say. Swing and a miss by Burnside. 0-1. And then Canada Day at the Pond. The Hamilton Cardinals will be in Welland on Canada Day Monday, a 6:05 first pitch. And that one just paints the outside corner for strike number 2. Burnside flew out to left field his last time up. Chopper reaches over to Tweet, looks over at second, but decides to go over to first, and they'll get the out. The lead runner will advance to second.
Second baseman, number 5, Spencer Ross.
And that's just a good heads-up play there by Dawson Tweet. Just a quick look over at second, realizes he's not going to get Ibarra, who got a really good jump. And they have a pinch runner out there now. They didn't signal it to me initially, but they do have a pinch runner out there now. Chopper by Ross. Good job by Dupuis over to first in time. Tyler Dupuis fielding that one perfectly, and they will get the outs. It remains 6-2 Welland as we are through 4 innings of work here at Jack County.
Oh, when it comes time to muck a mammoth meal, just dial up Domino's to rally a rip up the road and drop off a pair of piping pies. Canada's top pie. Everything about these beauties is top shelf from Z to A, eh? Domino's. Just send it, bud.
It's a new season of baseball, and with that comes new merchandise in the Jack Couch Park merchandise tent and online store. Make sure to check out our huge selection of new wearables to cheer on your team. We have replica jerseys, jackets, pullovers, hats, scarves, and blankets for those chilly evening games. Our shops have all different sizes to choose from, and we will try our best to fit you with Panthers authorized gear. Make sure to check us out at our merchandise tent at the front gate when you enter into the park, or visit our shop online at KitchenerPanthers.com and click on Shop. We want our fans to wear our gear proud and loud and cheer on your Panthers.
Welcome back to Kitchener Panthers Baseball on YouTube. Mark Pare here in the broadcast booth with you. Sean Skorupski now into the ball game here. He will take over duties out in right field.
We'd like to know some defensive changes for the Panthers.
While Ibarra will come out of the game. He was pinch run for by Skorupski. And Burnside will move behind the dish. So again, just trying to work on that defense. Defense did not go well there for the Panthers in the first inning. Of course, it was Burnside that was tagged with a pair of errors in the first that led to the opening run of this game. That one's well inside for ball 1.
Number 6, Tyler Dupuis.
And Tyler Dupuis will come up to the dish here once again. Of course, stopped in the middle of an at-bat the last inning after Upe was caught stealing. Chopper over to short. Hopping it over there is Henriquez, and unable to get a glove on it was Nick Parsons over at first. So they will continue to get runners on board to do the Jackfish on errors, mistakes made by the Panthers. And again, he can ill afford to make errors against this team and make mistakes, just simple mistakes, really. Runner's going to go. Burnside over to second, overthrows Henriquez, and Ross had to come back in behind and make the grab there, as you saw on the screen, just to keep it from getting into the outfield. So a runner will advance to second, did Dupuis, and yet again, the Jackfish flexing their muscles on the base path. Swing and a miss. for strike two. Already the third error. Actually, scratch that. The fourth error by the Panthers here tonight. Pare by Burnside in the first. One by Henriquez in the fourth. And there's another one tagged to Henriquez. Here this time around. So again, the count 2-2 here on Dawson Tweet. Couple looks over at second base. The delivery just missing on the outside corner. Try again here. That one sent up high. It's going all the way back deep near the warning track, and the catch is going to be made on the warning track by Blake Jacklin. Good tracking ability by Jacklin out there as he makes the catch to record the opening out.
Third baseman, number 9, Ethan Hunt.
And that'll bring up Ethan Hunt with Tyler Dupuis 90 feet away. Hunt singled in the second. Grounded out to the first baseman in the last inning. The delivery, chopper down the third base line, foul. Again, Hunt, as mentioned before, in his third IBL season from Elginburg, Ontario. The delivery, that one right across Broadway. More to the outside, but it goes belt level for strike number 2. The delivery, that one's popped up and back behind home plate, out of play. Hunt stays alive. The signs there from Brett Reed. Chopper gets over to second. Fielding it in the infield there was Ross. They'll get the out. And that'll keep Dupuis over at third. Good tracking there by Ross.
Back to the top of the order, center fielder, number 11, Gio Morello.
And that'll bring up Gio Morello. Back to the top of the order we go. Of course, the team captain looked at as the leader on this Welland Jackfish team. Brett Reed gets set. That one's set up high. It's going deep. Back, 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 and gone. Gio Morello with a 2-run home run. Flags down his teammates down in foul territory. Celebrates a long bomb over right center. Make it 8-2 for the Jackfish.
Left fielder, number 13, Jake Sanford.
The balls are flying here at Jack Couch tonight. A couple of home runs now. For Gio Morello, that is home run number 2 on the season. Now at the dish is Jake Sanford. He's facing a 1-0 count here. Delivery is going to be popped up. Playable down near foul territory, and that's going to drop in fair territory. A base hit there for Sanford. Sanford with 3 hits in this game.
First baseman number 15, Steve Moreno.
And that right there, another miscue by the Panthers defense. You have 3 players going over toward it. Henriquez, Gonzalez, and Martin. And nobody able to get to it. So 8-2 is the score, and there's a big swing and a miss by Steve Moretto for strike 1. Back to Gianfranco Morello for just a moment. Home run number 12 in his IBL career. Was hit 4 for the Jackfish in 2022 during the regular season. Not really known for the long bomb, the home runs. Was trapped by Burnside. He'll hold it in front of him. He peel over to first, and now it's 0-2 here on Mr. Moretto. But Morello, his 159th career IBL game. Throw over to first, not in time. Reed, a couple of quick throws over to first. Really trying to catch Sanford flat-footed. Really keeping an extra eye on him. The delivery, swing and a miss. And there is strike 3. Throw over to first to complete the out. And that will do it. But a 2-run shot from Gio Morello make it 8-2. The Welland Jackfish leading the Panthers. Heading to the bottom of the 5th after this.
Jackfish 2-run.
What can you do with a rendezvous? When your business needs a meeting space on demand, SwiftSpace has the solution. Introducing the Rendezvous Meeting Booth, a comfy booth for 6 that assembles in an instant. Fold it, store it, or move it to another room. The Rendezvous assembles in 2 minutes with no tools. The Rendezvous Meeting Booth by SwiftSpace, designed with the future in mind.
Welcome back to Kitchener Panthers Baseball on YouTube. Mark Pare here in the booth here on a Monday night. 8-2 Welland is the score. Ben Abram still on the hill here for the Jackfish. It's rolling through in this game. It's given up just the 4 hits, 2 runs. He's really pitched for contact in this game, too. He's only got the 3 strikeouts. Number of grounders, a whole lot of grounders. Just the 2 fly balls by my count. Chopper down the first base line is going to go foul. It's Jet Jarvis, the designated hitter here for tonight. Scoring update, Stanley Cup Final, Game 7, still 1-1. Early second period between the Florida Panthers and the Edmonton Oilers. And how about those Blue Jays? Good lead on the Boston Red Sox. Bunt attempt there by Jarvis. Goes foul. How about this? Go check this one online when you get the chance, folks. Call it Placata Extreme. A 471-foot home run by Vladimir Guerrero Jr. over the Green Monster in Boston. Swing and a miss for strike 3.
Back to the top of the order, center fielder number 45, Blake Jacklin.
So Blake Jacklin will come in here, bottom 5. Score there in Boston, by the way, is 6-2 Blue Jays. So that one goes across for strike 1. There's that game in the bottom of the 8th. We are in the bottom of the 5th here at Jack Couch. We're the lone game in the IBL this evening. The 0-1, that one sent up high. It's going deep. Back, and gone! Blake Jacklin goes yard. Make it 8-3. Blake Jacklin got all of that one over the right center field fence.
Shortstop.
As he will celebrate with his teammates there. With the flag a-fluttering, the ball be a-flying here on a Monday. Couple home runs for the Panthers. Couple home runs for the Jackfish. But it is the Jackfish holding the lead. But it's been reduced to 8-3. Tyler Henriquez, the shortstop. Facing the 0-1 count, swing and a miss. 0-2. Henriquez 0 for 2 in this ball game. Abram with the delivery, well outside. Good protection there by Mullen, getting in front of it. And now Abram was able to step off the mound, get the ball from home plate umpire Walters. I think they're getting set here again. The delivery, that one right into the glove of Abram. Charges over, gets it over to Moretto at first, and they'll record the outs.
Third baseman, number 18, Raul Gonzalez.
And we've seen that a couple of times here tonight, particularly in the first inning. Jacklin and Henriquez went back-to-back, where the ball was played in the infield. Of course, Jacklin was recorded out on the 3-1, so Abram had to come out and tag the bag at first. And then Abram was able to retire Henriquez on the 1-3. Same play that you saw there. Raul Gonzalez now at the dish. Watches that one go under the knees for ball 1. And Gonzalez continuing to swing the hot bat here this month. The delivery upstairs. 2-0. Hitting .234 overall this year. Has hits in 4 straight ball games. The delivery well outside. Gonzalez getting a good eye on it, 3-0. Of course, in those 4 games where he has a hit, also has an RBI. Of course, hit those 2 homers yesterday. Hit a home run in Barre on the 20th. And that one's upstairs, a 4-pitch walk issued to Gonzalez.
Left fielder, number 67, Eric Martin.
So it's a 5-run difference here. Panthers just looking to claw their way back into this one. Welland putting themselves into control with 8 runs on the board. Had a run in the first, a pair of runs in the second, a 3-run fourth. Recorded another 2 in the top half of this inning, and there's a strike on Eric Martin. Of course, the Panthers adding singles in the second, in the fourth, and have the one here in this inning on a home run for Blake Jacklin. The delivery, swing and a miss for strike 2. Martin tripled in the second, flew out to left field his last time up. And that's a chopper right through, and great grab there. And just a turnover, put that one into the plays of the week, folks. Tyler Dupuis with an unbelievable play, dives in, gets the ball, throws off balance to first, and gets the outs. Unbelievable. Tyler Dupuis has a Golden Glove and a half.
Bottom of the fifth for the Panthers. 1 run, 1 hit.
We're through 5 here at Jack Couch. My goodness, what a play.
5 complete. Welland leads.
Leonard Thompson, 13 years old, diabetes mellitus, 65 pounds.
Starve the child to let them live. The treatment's as cruel as the disease. It's a death sentence.
Dr. Banting.
This could be it.
He's the first to receive this trial.
But will it save him? It's not pure enough. So we try again. And again. And again.
Before the discovery of insulin, diabetes was a death sentence. Banting, Best, Collop, and McLeod's breakthrough has saved millions of lives. Leonard Thompson's was the first.
Welcome back to Kitchener Panthers baseball on YouTube. On the heels of a fantastic defensive play. How many times have you heard that this season, Jackfish fans? Tyler Dupuis with a great play at short to record the final out of the last inning. Welland with an 8-3 lead here on Kitchener. And Robert Mullen will step into the batter's box. Leading things off here in the 6th, Burnside in behind home plate. Or started out in right field. And that one is going to be sent into center, and it's going to drop in front of Blake Jacklin for the base hits. Mullen turns on the first pitch he sees, and Jackfish get a runner aboard.
Right fielder number 10, Mateo Portolato.
Second hit of the ball game for Robert Mullen. That'll bring up Mateo Portolato. Brett Reed in the ball game here for the Panthers. Jose Vasquez started the game. Went 3 2/3, gave up 6 runs, 4 of them earned on 7 hits. Struck out 2, walked 3. That was well inside for ball 1. Faced 23 batters. Did Mr. Vasquez. Mullen trots off first, and that one's trotted all the way back, and that is a no-doubter. Another home run in this ball game, this time off the bat of Mateo Portolato. The Jackfish now have double digits. 10-2 or 10-3 is now your score.
Designated hitter number 21, Brandon Pare.
A home run party here on a Monday night. And the Panthers want to climb back into this one. They got to show their muscle a little bit more than they have. They have hit a couple of bombs, but the difference in this game, too, is that the Jackfish have been doing it with runners on base. So Porchelato, the latest man to hit a home run. That is number 4 on the campaign. That one goes just off the strike zone for ball number 2. Brandon Hoope, the designated hitter, swing and a miss for strike 1. And you look at the scoring here for the Jackfish, a couple of RBIs each for Morello, Mullen, Porchelato. That one's knocked into left center. That's all the way back to the fence it goes. Rounding around to second base is Hoope. He'll get into second standing up.
Shortstop, number 6, Tyler Dupuis.
The hitting continues here for the Jackfish. They have another run on board. Another potential run, I should say, on board. And I think this might be it for Brett Reed. See what the decision is here with the runner in scoring position. 10 runs on 12 hits for the Jackfish in this one. And I think that's going to do it. We're going to have a new pitcher into the ball game here for the Panthers. It's 10-3 Welland. We'll be back after this.
And he can lift anything at all. He's that strong.
Joe Schuster, will you stop it or you'll miss your train? Now help me find number 5.
Strong, but by day he's a mild-mannered reporter. Glasses, a secret identity.
Honestly, you Canadian kids.
He'd be in this cape.
A what?
A cape, wearing these blue tights.
A hero in tights, really. Here it is.
Listen, Lois, this guy is faster than anything, I swear.
If you're not fast, you're gonna miss your train.
That's it. A bullet. He's faster. No, he's faster than a speeding bullet.
Come on, get on it. No one's gonna read a comic strip about a strong man in tights, Joe. It'll never fly.
Fly, no. But he can leap over tall buildings. Oh, wow, yeah.
See what your cousin Frank says in Toronto.
Wait, Lois. I've got something for you. Here, take it. It's a gift. You never know. It might be worth something someday. Is he great or what? Bye-bye, Lois.
Welcome back to Kitchener. It is Adam Robertson on the hill now for the Kitchener Panthers. Sixth appearance of the season. Robertson in his 4th IBL campaign with the Panthers. Again, very similar makeup where a guy that in 2021 kind of split his time between a starter and a reliever, worked his way to be a little bit more of a reliever in 2022, comes in the last couple of seasons. It's a big veteran presence in that bullpen. Looking to get the Panthers out of a jam here in the 6th. 10-3 the score. That one set up high. Back. It goes deep and just against the fence. Tyler Dupuis bounces it off the fence. Did it go? It did go. I thought it bounced off the fence. Is that a Jose Canseco bounce? A clear shot from Tyler Dupuis, just the way it was ricocheting out in right center field. Tyler Dupuis
number 20, Dawson.
Puts one over the fence and gone. A 2-run home run. And make it an even dozen on the board now for the Jackfish. And that one gets in for a strike. So Tyler Dupuis puts up home run number 2 on the season. That one just misses outside. And again, as I talked about just a few moments ago, those bombs have been going, as that one is going to be knocked into right field, a base hit for Dawson Tweet. Tweet has one of those homers in this game for the Jackfish. And again, it's that difference.
Third baseman, number 9.
Panthers, yes, they're hitting a couple of homers in this game. They're utilizing the field, but the Jackfish are doing the same, but they're doing it with runners on base. So they're adding to their totals a little bit more. And they have, again, that 12 on the board to the Panthers 3. That one just misses. A 1-0 count here on Ethan Hunt. That one upstairs. 2-2. Of course, Robbie won an OUA championship with Laurier back in 2018 and 2019. Once fouled off. Of course, graduated with a kinesiology degree. Went back to Teachers College in 2021. 3-1 count here now on Ethan Hunt. Also, fun fact, caught a foul ball at Rogers Center in May. That one is going to be fouled away. Robbie's not going to get to that one. And swing and a miss. Ethan Hunt goes down.
Back to the top of the order, center fielder number 11, Gio Morello.
So this will bring up Gio Morello 1 away here in the 6th. A scoreboard update, 8 and change to go in the second period. Game 7 of the Cup final. Edmonton, Florida still tied up at 1. And that one goes across for a strike. Gio Morello has crossed the dish 3 different times. Reached on an error in the first. Singled and scored in the 4th. And hit a home run in the 5th. And 12 runs on 14 hits here for the Jackfish, as that one's going to be fouled away. And the Jackfish, winners of 9 straight games, looking to enter double digits. Winning streaks was kind of their forte a year ago, en route to their IBL championship. Chopper will go in behind the plate. Gio stays alive. Robbie gets a look over at first. The delivery, there's a strikeout. And Gio Morello goes down. I think he's just having a laugh there with home plate umpire Chris Walters. Just more of a, hey, where was that location? Instead of a, hey, that wasn't a strike.
13, Jake Sanford.
Of course, that's always welcome. It's when things go a little bit hot, if you will, where the umpires will start to flag you down and say, hey, cool down. The 0-1. Chopper, Henriquez gets it on the hop, over to second, and they'll get the outs. But another quartet of Jackfish come across to score, make it 12-3 as we head to the bottom of the 6th here at Jack Couch Park.
Located in the heart of downtown Kitchener, the museum is an emerging cultural hub of activity.
Well, the museum is an organization that's on a high trajectory, and we have raised the bar of cultural generally, I believe.
Unheard of in smaller towns, the museum has housed world-renowned exhibits such as Andy Warhol and now the Titanic.
Titanic is a spectacular exhibit. It's a very, very personal exhibit. As you come through, you're given a boarding pass and you assume the name of one of the people actually on the ship.
With Kitchener's high-tech industry rapidly growing, plans for expanding the museum are also in the works.
So our plans for the future are to grow our footprint and add more space so that we can get to a point of having 2 exhibits at the same time, one focused on the technology side while one's focused on the art side.
Minutes from city center condominiums, your days of leisure will only be enriched by a visit to the museum.
At Enterprise, we're a committed team, helping you get to what matters most. Getting you there begins with our employees, who are motivated to make a difference for you every day. Connecting you to all the places you love. Enterprise.
Welcome back to Jack Couch. 12-3 Welland, bottom of the 6th. Stepping in here as Nick Parsons hit a home run his last time up. 12-3 your score, the Jackfish leading the Panthers. That one just missing. Down low for ball 1. Scoring update, the Florida Panthers have just scored a goal. 4:49 remaining in the second. 2-1. The Panthers leading the Edmonton Oilers in Game 7 of the Cup Final. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Of course, no matter who wins that Cup Final game, the Cup will be around the Brantford area. Adam Henrique of the Oilers, of course, from Brantford. Brandon Montour of the Florida Panthers is from Six Nations of the Grand River, about 10 minutes away. Of course, many of the people in Six Nations having a party as there's a swing and a miss for strike 3 on Mr. Parsons. They've been partying all playoff long in Six Nations. They've been down there a couple of times.
Right fielder number 20.
Of course, the family very proud of their young defenseman who you have to imagine he's going to get paid a hefty sum when his next contract comes up. So Skorupski will foul that one off. Skorupski, of course, came on to pinch run for Junior Ibarra in the 4th. This is his first at bat. So takes his place. Burnside, who took the place of Ibarra behind the plate, is on deck. That one just paints the outside corner for strike 2. Abram still in this game. The delivery, swing, and bit of a half swing there, but it catches a bit of the black for strike 3. So Abram continuing to pile up some Ks.
Catcher number 55, Ryan Burnside.
So that's 2 straight strikeouts for Abram. Now to bring up Ryan Burnside, as mentioned before. An 0 for 2 ball game for Mr. Burnside. Abram gets the sign. The delivery, that one right across Broadway for strike one. Burnside in his 4th IBL season, playing with his 3rd team. The delivery, that one set up high. Playable in right field. Porchelato getting underneath it, and Morello came in behind him. But Porchelato will catch the ball to retire the side. It is still 12-3 Welland. We're heading to the 7th here at Jack Couch.
In the bottom of 6th.
Viens, Abby. Inzedi.
Téléphone.
Yeah, but you told me that. Okay. I wanted the day off. I knew they wouldn't leave me alone. But I couldn't let the guys down.
That night in 1944, Montreal beat Detroit 9-1. Maurice Rocket Richard scored 8 points, 5 goals, 3 assists. A legend was born.
Welcome back to Jack Couch Park, Kitchener Panthers baseball on YouTube, as Ben Abram is through 6 for the Jackfish. 77 pitches needed to get through 6. He has given up 5 hits, 3 runs. He's only issued the 1 walk. 2 of his 6 strikeouts on the night coming in that last inning. Adam Robertson back out here for the Panthers. 3rd pitcher into the ballgame here for Kitchener tonight. Brett Reed went 1 1/3, gave up 5 runs, 3 of them earned on 5 hits. Didn't walk anybody, struck out 1, faced 10 batters before giving way to the hard-throwing lefty.
Leading off the top of the 7th for the Jackson.
So,
first baseman number 15, Steve Moretto.
So Steve Moretto will come in here to lead things off here for the Fish. And he'll knock one right over to the shortstop. I believe that's Gonzalez. Yes, moving over to shortstop is Gonzalez.
For the Jackfish, number 27, Cole Cote.
And here comes Cole Cote taking the place of Robert Mullen. First pitch he sees is going to be fouled away. So again, some defensive changes. It's knocked over to short, picked off by Gonzalez over to first, and they'll record the out. So again, Gonzalez moves over to short.
Number 5, Ethan Pasco.
So Henriquez now at third. And that one actually hit the pinch runner here for the Jackfish. So Ethan Pasco into the game here for Mateo Porchelato.
Designated hitter number 21, Brandon Coupe.
A whole lot of shifting, both on the offensive and defensive side of things. Just trying to get everybody in, it seems. That one upstairs for ball 1. Ethan Pasco is over at first. Brandon Hoope, the batter. And he'll put one up high. Deep to right field, and getting underneath it to make the catch is Skorupski. That'll retire the side. Stretch time here at Jack Couch. It's 12-3 Welland.
Body Break with Hal Johnson and Joanne McLeod.
There's very few of us that can get out of doing housework, even though some of us try. But it's the physical demand of doing some chores that causes lower back discomfort.
But exercises done regularly, such as single leg raises, will condition the muscles and joints that support the back and keep it in a healthy balance throughout the day. Start by laying face up on the floor with one leg bent. Then slowly raise the other leg as high as you can comfortably. Hold for a count of 5, then slowly lower. When you do this exercise, keep your lower back pressed against the floor. This will stretch your hips and hamstring muscles and strengthen your quadriceps. Now remember, slowly raise your leg, hold for a count of 5, then lower. Once you've done 5 with one leg, switch and do 5 with the other. Hold for a count of 5, then lower. Due to a combination of poor posture, lack of exercise, and overeating, it's no wonder that 8 out of 10 people will eventually suffer back pain.
Set aside 15 minutes every day to exercise your back. It'll do wonders for your total body. So until next time, keep fit and have fun.
Body Break.
Welcome back to Panthers Baseball on YouTube. A whole lot of shifting around on the defensive side of things. Everybody trying to wrap their heads around it as that one drops down low for ball 1. Spencer Ross, the batter here, still taking on Ben Abram. And that one's going to go across for a strike. So again, Abram into his 7th inning of work. Tyson Gom is now over at third. It looks like the infield is still the same. Chopper. 1-2 count here now on number 5, Ross. Trying to get a beat on it because, again, there were a few substitutions. And it's not like the major leagues, folks. They don't really announce it to us here in the broadcast booth. We have to try to keep our eyes peeled and wait for a jersey or two to turn around the right way to see a number, as that one's going to be fielded over first, and the play is made.
Designated hitter number 23, Jack Jarvis.
So Ross retired on the 1-3, bringing up Jet Jarvis. Of course, we are a bit of a short crew here tonight. 1, it's a rain delay makeup game, and 2, there's kind of another game happening tonight. Chopper ahead of, he coned it over to first in time. Ben Abram coned it like a snow cone in the top of the glove. And that has been kind of the tale of this game here, folks. Ben Abram, there's been a lot of soft contact, albeit a lot of hard contact too, but when Abram's been getting his way, it's been a lot of soft contact right to him, and he's been able to make the play. The delivery to the plate, holding up there, was Blake Jacklin squaring up to bunt, but pulling away there in time was the East Tennessee State University player. The delivery, swing and a miss by Jacklin, 1-1. So again, the substitutions by the Jackfish. Mullen came out for Cote, and Porchelato had Pasco pinch hit for him. The delivery, that one is sent out into left field. Over to make the catch. Looks like that is Sanford. A 1-2-3 seventh. Heading to the 8th here at Jack Couch. Stay with us.
No errors.
What can you do with a rendezvous? When your business needs a meeting space on demand, SwiftSpace has the solution. Introducing the Rendezvous Meeting Booth, a comfy booth for 6 that assembles in an instant. Fold it, store it, or move it to another room. The Rendezvous assembles in 2 minutes with no tools. The Rendezvous Meeting Booth by SwiftSpace, designed with the future in mind.
Welcome back to Kitchener Panthers baseball on YouTube. Some defensive substitutions. Spencer Ross moves over to short. Oh, for Jordan Carthy to move over to second. And this is going to be one of those who's on first, what's on second kind of deals here. As Henriquez will stay at third. So here's the alignment here now. In the infield, at the very least, looks like the outfield is still the same. Saw Martin out there as well as Jacqueline and Skorupski. So it is Henriquez at third, Ross at short. Jordan Carthy comes into the game at second, and Nolan Misa will take over duties at first base. And that one's delivered in for a low strike. David Bruinsma now into the ball game here, the 4th pitcher for the Panthers here tonight, making way from Adam Robertson, and went 2 innings. The delivery, swing and a miss for strike number 2. Delivery just outside. Burnside will snow coned it there himself. Keeps it in front of him for a 1-2 count. I'm trying to keep you abreast of what everything is happening here. All the defensive substitutions. That one's going to be line foul. Look out for the Jackfish out there. There's a whole gaggle of them hanging out there in the bullpen area. A new bullpen area for the visiting team. It's just beyond the fence. So it looks like Dawson Tweed is still going to be in this game for the Jackfish. And there's a strikeout. Tyler Dupuis looking for the location there, and he will walk off. So bring up Dawson Tweed, the second baseman. Or so is he, the second baseman. We'll have to see what the alignment looks like in the next inning. As again, with this game the way it is, it's a 12-3 scoreline. That one's going to go over for ball 1. So Tyson Gom will bat in Ethan Hunt's spot. Of course, Gom came in on the defensive side of things, subbing in for Hunt over at third base, so he will just take his spot. The 1-1 count here. And Burnside took that one in a precarious area as he's slow to get up. Feel that one. Gives the old nod to the dugout area and says, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm fine. Bruins move into his 4th game of the season. Of course, has gone 2 2/3 innings so far in 2024. 2 strikeouts. Hasn't given up an earned run as of yet, as that one's fouled off. Bruinsma gets the sign from Burnside. Chopper down the first base line. Foul. So again, with all the defensive changes and offensive changes, everybody getting into this game. There's a big swing and a miss. Second strikeout of the inning for David Bruinsma. Dawson Tweak goes down.
Third baseman number 25, Tyson Gom.
And this will bring up the aforementioned Tyson Gom. Came on in the last inning. Of course, the Mississauga native in his 3rd IBL season, former Canadian junior national team member, knocks it over to second base, throw over to first in time, and that will be a 1-2-3 inning. 12-3 remains your score. Bottom 8 upcoming here from Jack Couch.
It's a new season of baseball, and with that comes new merchandise in the Jack Couch Park merchandise tent and online store. Make sure to check out our huge selection of new wearables to cheer on your team. We have replica jerseys, jackets, pullovers, hats, scarves, and blankets for those chilly evening games. Our shops have all different sizes to choose from, and we will try our best to fit you with Panthers authorized gear. Make sure to check us out at our merchandise tent at the front gate when you enter into the park, or visit our shop online at KitchenerPanthers.com and click on Shop. We want our fans to wear our gear proud and loud and cheer on your Panthers.
Welcome back to Kitchener Panthers Baseball on YouTube. Here on a Monday night under the lights here at Jack Couch Park. Glad he can join us here. It'll be Tyler Henriquez, Raul Gonzalez, and Eric Martin due up here for the Panthers. They'll take on a new pitcher. Scott Gillespie comes into the game here for the Jackfish in relief of Ben Abram. He's shut down for the night. Good solid 7 innings of work for Mr. Abram. 6 strikeouts, 5 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, 1 walk. Faced 28 batters this evening.
Leading off the bottom 8 for the Panthers, third baseman number 10, Tyler Henriquez.
So the outfield stays the same here for the Jackfish. It is still actually, no, 24 is now out in left field. It's Grayson Barrett. The delivery outside for ball 1. So Grayson Barrett now into the game here. You have Tyson Gom, Dupuis, Tweed, and Moretto in the infield. The delivery, swing and a miss. For strike one. Again, looking like a revolving door here. As both benches get emptied here. The delivery, swing and a miss. Henriquez 0 for 3 tonight. Had a couple of bobbled balls in the shortstop position. Led to base runners for the Jackfish. Swing and a miss for strike 3. One away here in the 8th.
Now batting for the Panthers, second baseman number 12, Jordan Carthy.
Again, Scott Gillespie comes into this game. Here for the Jackfish, it is appearance number 6 on the season for Mr. Gillespie. 6 1/3 innings of work already this year. 7 strikeouts to 4 walks, the ratio. And there's strike 1 on a pinch hitter into this game here now. Jordan Carthy, of course, taking the spot in the batting order for Raul Gonzalez. One count here on Carthy. Takes one downstairs, 2-1. Of course, Carthy started as a pitcher, worked his way as more of a field player. Now seeing a bit more regular time here with the Panthers here in 2024. The 2-1, well outside. Three 3-1 count here for Carthy. Gillespie gets the sign. A 3-1, swing and a miss, full counts. 2-1 Panthers over the Oilers. End of the second period in Sunrise, Florida. Game 7 of the Cup final tonight. Lord Stanley's mug handed out to the winner of tonight's game. The delivery well outside, and Jordan Carthy will get on base.
Now batting for the Panthers left fielder, number 16, Spencer Voisin.
And this will bring in Spencer Voisin, taking the spot from Eric Martin. Again, everybody getting into this game. Swing and a miss for strike 1. And you're going to see a loaded box score tonight, that's for sure. A lot of players, number of runs, a number of home runs. No 2 count here on Voisin. The delivery. Chopper gets over the head of Gillespie, fielding it. Good play there. Over to first in time. Taylor made double play. Another great defensive effort there by the Jackfish to retire the side. Heading to the 9th here at Jack Couch. Welcome back to Kitchener Panthers baseball on YouTube. Brady Schnarr coming into the game here for the Kitchener Panthers, who again find themselves in quite the hole. The Welland Jackfish looking like they're on their way to their 10th straight victory. The Panthers back at home on Thursday night, a 7:30 first pitch. They'll take on the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers. We'll have the pregame about 5-10 minutes beforehand here on the YouTube channel. Of course, you can also tune in on the radio dial on 98.5 CKWR. Of course, if you're in Waterloo region or around the surrounding area, pick up that dial. Definitely tune in to some Panthers baseball on the radio dial, or tune in with us. Glad to have you on the YouTube page. You can also contribute in on the chat function beside the box if you do so desire. One's well outside, 1-1. But keep it clean, folks. That's all we ask. The 1-1 delivered and downstairs. Burnside couldn't get a full glove on it. Delivered. That one's delivered high. That one's delivered deep. Gio Morello hits the fence. All the way back it goes, and Morello sliding into second. He'll get in there safely. There's a whole lot of Jackfish fans tuning in here in this game. Of course, tuning in and keeping the chat lively. For the record, of course, it's all Jackfish fans. All the fans would be here in Kitchener. The one small thing about these streams is that it's going to be more visiting fans that are watching than home fans, because of course the home fans are, watching in the ballpark. Especially if you would have to make the drive from Chatham-Kent all the way up to Pare. But Jackfish fans are having themselves a time, and that one's launched all the way back. Gone. My goodness, the power from Grayson Barrett there. A Barrett bomb to center field. The Barrett barrage comes into play here for the Jackfish. Add another 2 runs on the board, make it 14-3. Wowee. And as that one gets across for ball 1 on Steven Moretto. Even the pinch hitters doing a lot of damage here for the Jackfish. And there's a strike. 2-1 the count here. And Brady Schnarr into his 3rd game of the year. Actually finished the season last year. Played as a position player. That one well into the dirt, and Burnside can't get control of it. And you can see the frustration from Ryan Burnside. Just hasn't been an evening for him. As he'll step back into his usual spot, a 3-1 count. Just wasn't able to get a glove on that last delivery from Brady Schnarr. So again, on Schnarr, well, the story was that it's the last game of the regular season. You know who you're facing. You're down a player because, well, it's a working man's league. It is what it is. That one's knocked through and in for a base hit. So Steve Moretto gets on with a single with nobody out here in the ninth.
Catcher number 27, Bull Cote.
So bring up Cole Cote. 0 for 1. Hit into a ground out, 6-3 in the 7th. But again, Grayson Barrett with one over the center field fence just a moment ago. There's a strike, paints the outside corner. That'll go in for a ball. There's Cole Cote from nearby, well, it's his hometown team playing in Welland. He swings and misses for strike 3. OCAA Player of the Year in 2023 with Durham College. 567 average with Durham.
Right fielder number 5, Ethan Pasco.
So one out here for Ethan Pasco. Third period, by the way, just underway. Just a few moments ago, Florida still with the 2-1 lead in Game 7. The delivery is going to be fouled off. And for the Jackfish, next in action on Friday night in Hamilton. You can catch that one on Cable 14. For your local cable affiliate. Of course, a number of our cable affiliates doing some wonders putting IBL baseball on your television stations. Good to see. Bringing some exposure to the IBL. A lot more this season. The 2-2 down under the knees, 3-2. Brandon Hoope remains on deck here for Welland. The delivery, and that one just misses outside, ball 4. You can see the bus starting to pull in here for the Jackfish. Again, we're getting to the tail end of this game. Getting on to the verge of 3 hours. 10:19 Eastern. Started this game at 7:30. I think Brady Schnarr might be getting the hook here. Oh, just a mound visit here. Again, the Panthers back in action on Thursday at home against Chatham-Kent. So got a couple of nights to just try to rebuild some confidence and get back into the box with a clean slate. As you see the signal there from home plate umpire Chris Walters. 4th mound visit of the night. Just get 6. Don't get penalized after 6. Of course, it is a new rule in the IBL, just trying to mirror major leagues. Delivery, that one is delivered high. It's delivered deep, all the way back, and it is gone. A 3-run home run. Add another trio of runs on the board for the Welland Jackfish. This time, it is number 21 in green, Brandon Hoope. Let the home run parade continue here on a Monday night. Who says the Wyatt Six were the only scary thing on television on this Monday night? Jackfish saying we're here as that one is launched into right field and the catch is made.
Second baseman, number 20, Dawson Tweet.
So 17-3 is the score here as the Jackfish well now in control. Delivery upstairs for ball one. It's Dawson Tweet in the batter's box. Hit a home run back in the second. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Ran into a couple of the Jackfish before tonight's game. So we got a good game here tonight, right? Got a good 2.5 hour game. Let's make it a quickie. Get back home. Swing, and he got a piece of it. Said we'll see. Well, third period in the Edmonton, Florida game. 13 minutes left. That one's fouled off. I'm sure there'll be a few Jackfish players on the way back to Niagara region, putting the game on their phones, on their tablets. It's all smiles down the right field side. 2-2 count here as Tweet gets a piece of it to stay alive. And just trying to get the signs here once again. And there's no pitch clock here, so just trying to make sure everything is not crossed up as Dawson Tweet fouls off another ball. 7-pitch at bat here for Dawson Tweet. Number 8 delivered upstairs, 3-2. Delivery, that one over the head of Misa, and that'll be a base hit. A lengthy at bat for Dawson Tweet pays dividends, and he gets on board.
Tyson Gong.
The Jackfish just continuing to pile it on here in this one. Tyson Gong will step in, and Brady Schnarr will get a new baseball. 17 runs on 19 hits. That one goes across away from the zone for ball one. 5 runs here in this inning. One count. Here on Tyson Gong. Morello actually started the festivities in this inning with a double. Slater came in to score on the home run from Grayson Barrett. Delivery, swing and a miss for strike 3. That'll do it. Bottom of the 9th, upcoming here from Jack Couch. It is a 14-run lead for the Welland Jackfish. Well on their way to their 10th win in a row. See if the Panthers can claw some of that back.
Body Break with Hal Johnson and Joanne McLeod.
Oh, nice strike. Bowling is just one of many ways to be active, and being active means doing physical activity you like to do daily.
Anything from getting out and enjoying a leisurely walk to flying a kite, skating with the kids to swimming, playing basketball to snowshoeing.
It's not a competition. It's supposed to be fun, and it is.
When it comes to eating well, you don't have to give up the food you love. That doesn't mean eating cakes and donuts 7 days a week. It means variety and moderation. Because you see, there's no one food or meal that can negatively affect a healthy eating pattern. What matters are the types of foods that you eat on a regular basis over the long run, like bread, cereal, pasta, fruits, and vegetables. Come on, Jude, let's have a strike. And feeling good about yourself starts by accepting who you are and how you look. Healthy, good-looking bodies come in a variety of shapes and sizes, so be proud of yourself.
We've just talked about vitality. It's about how you can enjoy eating well, being active, and feeling good about yourself. Vitality is a simple approach that can work for everyone.
Oh, another gutter ball.
I have to admit, I really enjoy beating Hal. So until next time.
Body Break.
Welcome back to Kitchener Panthers baseball on YouTube. Mark Pare here in the booth. 17-3 is your score. If you want to get your hands on some tickets to Kitchener Panthers baseball, there you see the link on the screen, kitchenerpanthers.com/tickets. Single game tickets and flex packs are still available. Welland on their way to their 10th win on the season, unless, well, a miracle happens here. It's a sizable difference, to say the very least. 14-run lead as Nolan Misa will foul that one away. And he'll take that one in for another strike. The delivery downstairs, there's ball one. Mike Mueller in the ball game here now for the Welland Jackfish. The delivery, swing and a miss, and Misa will go down on strikes, one away here in the ninth.
Now batting for the Panthers, right fielder number 24, Sean Gorowski.
And Welland fans having their way, that's for sure. Having a great, grand old time from the Rose City. Glad you can join us. Glad you're contributing to the chat as well. Love hearing from everybody in the IBL. Swing and a miss for strike one on Sean Skorupski. And that's what makes this league just so entertaining. You have fans from everywhere. And I got to credit to the ones that are in the chat here tonight. Thank you so much for, keeping it clean, keeping it respectful. That's all we ask. We do like some lighthearted chirps. It's the fun. That's what's fun about it. Here's the 0-2. Chopper stays in play, fields it. No, he cannot. Mike Mueller can't make a play there. And getting on base is Sean Skorupski. Also happy that you're seeing some of the old school commercials we've been throwing into the broadcast every now and then. Got a number of ones that you may have seen from back in the 90s, maybe the early 2000s. Got the body breaks, got the house hippos. How about those heritage moments? Swing and a miss for strike one, Ryan Burnside. Got a whole lot of them. Gotta ask though, what is your favorite heritage moment, if you will? Well, there's a heritage moment brewing in Florida right now. It's a Game 7 of the Cup final. That one smacked through, and no, a bobbling of the ball. Will they get it in time? They will. Ryan Burnside up in arms there. A bobble of the ball, but the Jackfish make the play over at first base. So the Panthers down to their final out. And Spencer Ross in the batter's box here with 2 away. Count now 1-1. Definitely share your kind of setup for social media. Are you watching this game with the Cup final? Got the double screens going. There's a strike. Down to the final strike. Might be moving to one TV and one more pitch. Although we will have a quick wrap up here. Not too much to report other than another big victory here for the Welland Jackfish, as that one actually is going to drop. Panthers staying alive here. Spencer Ross lines one into center field. Runners now on the corners here with 2 away.
Panthers, number 27, Stephen Welland.
And this will bring up Stephen Welland. Had a lengthy hit streak snap the other night. Of course, another veteran member of this Kitchener Panthers roster. But again, the struggles have been, well, it's been well documented. Let's put it that way with this Panthers team. Just trying to find their way through this IBL season. Of course, missing some big bats coming into 2024, as that one's fouled off by Welland. Of course, Christian Hauck moving to Sarnia. Still open opportunity for him to come on board here for the Panthers, but again, he's in a new locale. There's a swing and a miss by Welland, 0-2. Where Sandy Leader recently moved over to the Guelph Royals organization. Looking pretty good so far, wearing the blue. Holds off on the pitch there. 1-2 the count. The delivery, chopper. Wheat could end it here. Over to first, that'll do it. We are through here at Jack Couch Park. It is 10 straight victories for the Welland Jackfish. They take this one by a score of 17-3. Final run time of this game, exactly 3 hours. This game finishes at 10:35. First pitch was at 7:35. We'll be back after this. We'll do a quick wrap-up of this game and get you set right back over to Edmonton, Florida. 2-1 with 7.5 left in the third period there. Oilers pressing in that one. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
This Thursday, June 27th at 7:30 p.m. against the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers.
When you're looking for a baseball or softball cleat, the first thing you need to know is what sport do you play, softball or baseball? For softball, there are 3 kinds of cleats that are good for you. The turf cleat, the rubber cleat, or the TPU cleat, which is known as hard plastic. The turf cleat is made for hard surfaces, synthetic, and gives you the feel of a running shoe. The rubber cleat is a softer spike and is made for beginners to mid-level players. The TPU cleat is a harder spike, gives you better performance and more stability while running the bases. When we look at baseball cleats, the 3 same apply: the turf cleat, the rubber cleat, and the TPU cleat. For turf cleat, it is also available for coaches. Then we add the metal cleat. The metal cleat is used for bantam players and up, and elite players as well. Please verify with your local association and rulebook that the metal cleat is good for you. If you need more tips on baseball cleats or softball cleats, please come and see us at Source for Sports, because at Source for Sports, we know our stuff.
Welcome back to Kitchener Panthers Baseball on YouTube. My name is Mark Pare. Thank you so much for joining us here on a Monday night under the lights. The final score 17-3. The Welland Jackfish claiming their 10th victory in a row. Starting to get wrapped up here. Not too much to wrap up. It's another solid performance by the Jackfish. You know, the ball was leaving the yard. The big story in this game, of course, 17 runs on the board, 3 put on by the Panthers. The long ball was a huge story in this one. The difference being is that Panthers hitting solo shots, the Welland Jackfish hitting runs while runners are on board. So multi-run home runs, just turning the ball around, a few miscues on defense by the Panthers, namely in that first inning. That led to the first run of the ball game. Welland gets 1 run in the first, a couple of runs in the second, and just continued to pile it on as the game went along. 3 runs in the fourth, 2 in the fifth, 4 in the sixth. They get another 5 spot there in the ninth for good measure to really put this one away. Ben Abram was a big story in this one as well, going 7 innings in this one, 5 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, 1 walk, and 6 strikeouts. For the Panthers, it was, of course, starting this game, Jose Vasquez. He went 3 2/3, gave up 9 hits, 6 runs, 4 of them earned. You can check out the full box score. 5 pitchers come into the game here for the Panthers. The Welland Jackfish continuing to do Welland Jackfish things. The final here, once again, 17-3. Welland improves to 13-3 on the year. Kitchener falls to 4-13. Kitchener will be back in action on Thursday night against the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers. The 7:30 first pitch from here at Jack Couch Park. It starts off Canada Day weekend. For the Welland Jackfish, meantime, well, they have 4 games in 4 straight days in Hamilton on Friday to kick it off at 7:35. You'll definitely want to tune into that one. That one's going to be a big test as well. For the Kitchener Panthers, again, against Chatham-Kent on Thursday. You go into Brantford on Friday night. Of course, Brantford has been giving the Panthers some trouble this season. Brantford, not the Brantford that we've seen in the last couple of seasons. So that one's going to be another interesting contest, to say the very least. And then the Highway 7 rivalry renews on Saturday in Guelph, 7:30, first pitch. Not much more to say here, except good nights and enjoy Game 7.